Picture this. Your new client appears on Zoom and starts describing a challenge they're facing. Everything they're saying makes sense to you. You think you get it. But here's the thing. You're hearing their words through your filter, your experiences, your map of the world. And their map, it might look completely different from yours. That gap between your map and theirs, that's what we need to talk about. Because if you don't learn to bridge it, you'll never create real safety for your clients. There's a concept from NLP that I find incredibly useful here. The idea that everyone carries their own map of the world, developed from what they've lived, what they've experienced, what they believe to be true. And here's what matters. That map is real and valid to them. It shapes how they see everything. But here's the catch. The map is not the territory. Their map isn't the whole truth any more than yours is. So when a client describes their situation, you're not hearing objective reality. You're hearing their reality filtered through your reality, 2 layers of interpretation before you even respond. Your job as a coach is to get outside your own perspective enough to actually understand their world as they experience it. ICF puts it this way. The coach seeks to understand the client within their context, which may include their identity, environment, experiences, values, and beliefs. Notice what's embedded in that language, within their context, not within your assumptions about their context, not within what makes sense to you, their context. This is what assessors look for when they evaluate whether you're creating safety through genuine understanding. Can you step outside your own frame of reference and truly meet the client where they are? Let's unpack those 5 elements because each one shapes how your client sees the world. Identity, how they see themselves. Are they a leader, a caretaker, a creative? The labels they carry influence everything they bring to coaching. Environment, where they operate. The physical space, the organizational culture, the systems they navigate daily. A client in a cutthroat corporate environment experiences challenges differently than one in a supportive nonprofit. Experiences what has shaped them, the pivotal moments, the patterns, the journey that brought them here, values, what guides their decisions, the principles and priorities that matter most to them, and beliefs, what they hold to be true about themselves, about others, about how the world works. When you understand these 5 elements, you start to see through their eyes instead of just your own. Here's why this matters so much. When clients feel genuinely understood within their unique context, something shifts. They experience psychological safety at a profound level. They don't have to carefully monitor their words anymore, worrying about being misunderstood or judged. They don't have to censor their emotions or hide the complexity of what they're actually feeling. They can show up as their full, authentic selves. This is what the transcript captures so well. When you show this kind of understanding, it will help them to feel seen and heard and honored and respected and valued. And it will open that door because of the respect that you show for them. Seeing creates safe. Safe creates the conditions where real coaching can happen. Now, there's something I need you to understand, especially if you work with leaders or executives. They often have no one. Think about it. They can't talk downward to their direct reports. It would undermine confidence or create unnecessary anxiety. They can't go sideways. Their peers are often competing for the same promotion or resources, and they can't or won't go upward. Either there's no one there or they fear showing vulnerability to the board or their boss. You may be providing a confidential space they don't have anywhere else in their professional or personal life. We're going to dig deeper into this in the next video because understanding this changes how you show up. So what does this actually look like in your coaching? It means being radically open to understanding who they are in their context, not the context you imagine or assume. It means accepting that their context may not be your context. And that's not just okay, it's essential to honor. It means letting their world inform how you hear everything they say, the words, the emotions, the silences, and what remains unsaid. And here's what I want you to understand. You don't need every detail of their life story, just enough context to truly understand what matters now. As a coach, you need to get outside of your own way of thinking and try to understand the client's world from their perspective, because this will help you to empathize with them. Let me name some common mistakes I see coaches make here. First, assuming your worldview is the neutral, correct, or objective one that everyone should share. It's not. It's just yours. Second, hearing their story through your filter without even realizing you're imposing your own context. This happens all the time, and it takes conscious effort to catch yourself doing it. Third, and this is a big one, assuming you understand because you've had similar experiences. You haven't. Your experience of something similar is still your experience, not theirs. The alternative, consciously work to get outside your own way of thinking. Suspend your assumptions. Actively try to understand their world from their perspective with genuine curiosity and humility. Here's what I want you to take from this. Understanding client context isn't a nice to have. It's foundational to trust and safety. Without it, everything else falls apart. Your openness to their world, your genuine curiosity about how they experience life, helps them feel seen, heard, honored, and respected for who they truly are. And this understanding opens the door for them to share freely, to take risks, and to be genuinely vulnerable in service of their growth. So now you understand their world, you recognize what's at stake. Understanding context matters even more when you're working with clients in certain positions. There's something I need you to understand about leaders and executives. They often have no one. Let's talk about that.